It is an ugly, unhealthy mess, and a local scientist is standing by his research that septic tanks are the main issue when it comes to algae blooms in our waterways, not Lake Okeechobee releases. That's an ongoing debate. Today, though, he spoke to St. Lucie County leaders, making his recommendations to track and combat the algae blooms. And News Channel 5's Alex Hagan picks up the story on the Treasure Coast.
Well, Dr. Brian Lapointe is not downplaying Lake Okeechobee discharges. He says septic tanks and local basin runoff is what's really causing those algae blooms, despite what critics say. If there's a name for this point,
always refer to this as the epicenter.
Daryl Brand lives near the North Fork along the C-23 Canal in Bessie Creek. Not much connection to Lake O, and he sees no algae.
We have not had any issues here with any algae,
despite there being
a lot of septic tanks up in that area.
But he agrees septic is part of the problem.
I think it's a very small part of the puzzle.
Today at a St. Lucie County Commission meeting, Dr. Brian Lapointe made it clear.
I think the message is clear. We have fouled our nest, and we gotta do a better job in cleaning this up.
More testing needs to be done to pinpoint fecal bacteria in the water and continue with those septic to sewer system conversions. Now, Lapointe has also made it clear in previous studies nitrogen from septic tanks were the biggest issue for the 2016 algae crisis. I asked him today about this year, and he stands by that point.
Some of that algae from the lake, as it came into the South Fork, it began to see higher nutrient levels.
But critics today were ready to refute his claims, like Edie Witter at Orca.
And we're talking about maybe about half of the nitrogen load coming into the estuary is coming from Lake Okeechobee, and half of it is coming from the watershed. But of that, only 4% is coming from septic.
And both Martin and St. Lucie County leaders have really been concentrating on accelerating those septic to sewer conversions. Reporting in Martin County, Alex Hagan, WPTV, News Channel 5.